Hello students, a very good morning to you. How are you? I hope you all okay and doing your study properly. Students, we have started a new chapter of class 11, that is chapter 13, photosynthesis in higher plants, and in my last class I have explained you about the introduction of photosynthesis, what is its importance, then who are the scientists who do some experiments to know that the substances required during photosynthesis. Today we will study that where does photosynthesis occur, means the photosynthesis that occur in plants in which glucose or carbohydrate is prepared, where this process takes place. Clear? So let's start. As you know that normally if we ask a normal person who is not studied biology, then if we ask where does photosynthesis occur, even you also, then you will tell me, ma'am, photosynthesis occur on leaf. Then I will ask why, because you said that the chlorophyll is present in the leaf. Chlorophyll again present in the chloroplast. Chloroplast is the green colored pigment containing in the plant leaf, and it traps light. Not only the chloroplast of leaf, but also in some plants chloroplast is present in stem, means in desert plants if you see, then it has green colored stem, and in that plant the leaves are reduced or modified to spines to decrease the transpiration, means loss of water. So today, as we are studying in higher class, so our topic is also higher. So let's see where does the photosynthesis occur. This diagram represents the sectional view of a chloroplast under electron microscope. Electron microscope which magnifies the image up to 100 times. So this is the cell organelle chloroplast, and inside the chloroplast different structures are present, different organelles are present, and some of them are membrane bound structure and some are non-membranous structure. Membrane bound structure means the organelle which covered by separate membrane inside the cell. They are called as membrane bound structure. So let's see what are the different parts of chloroplast. As you know that chloroplast is present in the mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells lies towards the wall of the mesophyll cells, and this diagram represents, this layer is the outer membrane of chloroplast. This is complete represents about chloroplast, and this layer represents the outer membrane. As this is a membrane bound structure, double membrane bound structure, so it has two membranes. One is outer membrane and second one is inner membrane. Next is your stroma lamella. This is stroma lamella. You can see the green colored labeled parts, long thread like structure, stick like structure. They are called as stroma lamella. And around this, the fruit stroma is also present, means which covers the stroma lamella. And here is the grana. You can see this is the grana. They are grana. Just below the grana, there is stroma is present. You can see this is the stroma, means the space inside the chloroplast. And here are some ribosomes. As you know that chloroplast contains ribosomes. Why ribosomes? Ribosome is needed for synthesis of protein. So here ribosomes you can see are granular structures. These are ribosomes. And here the large circular structure you can see, these represent the stroma, the starch granules. Here they are the starch granules. You can see the diagram. They look like circles. They are called as starch granules, means starch is required, so they are present in granular form. And this represent the lipid droplet. This represent the lipid droplet, means all the organelles or all the substances present in the chloroplast are labeled here. This is outer membrane, this is inner membrane, this is stroma lamella, this is grana, then stroma, then this is ribosome and starch granules along with lipid droplets. So now let's see. Our topic is where does photosynthesis occur? Means photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplast. Again where? It means mesophyll cells in the chloroplast is present in large numbers. They contain chlorophyll. They contain chlorophyll, and chlorophyll traps sunlight. As you know, without light, without sunlight, photosynthesis is impossible. That's why it is termed as photo. Photo means light, means without light it can't be possible. That's why we are saying this as photosynthesis. So this is occurs in the leaves. Clear? This is occur in the leaves. Then what happens? What processes will take place inside the leaf during photosynthesis? If we study, then we know that in chloroplast, some are contains membrane bound structure. In the chloroplast, some are membrane bound structure. And some are non-membranous structure. Non-membranous structure. Non-membranous means they are not covered by any membrane, so they are called as non-membranous structure. So what is the function? Remember students, the function is clearly divisible, means the level of different organelles inside the chloroplast is clearly divisible. So we can see here the level of different organelles in the chloroplast. Different organelles in chloroplast divide their labor. Divide their labor means they have different function. Each organelle has a separate function. Students, this is the most important chapter. That's why I am explaining you very slowly and elaborately. If you not watch this video, then you will not understand what you are studying. So you have to understand each and every term that is I am telling you now. So I have told you here chlorophyll, then some are membrane bound structure and some are non-membrane bound structure whose function is clearly distinctive or divisible. So who are the membrane bound structure? You can see the stroma lamella, flood stroma and grana. Stroma lamella, flood stroma and grana are membrane bound structure. So what is the function of this membrane bound structure? Clear students? So the membrane system is responsible for trapping the light energy. The membrane bound structure is responsible for trapping light energy. And uses it to synthesize ATP and NADPH. Let's see. The membrane bound structure is responsible for trapping light. Here the division is clear cut, means first you know that plants have green pigment, then you know that leaf have green pigment, then you know that chloroplast contains green pigment. Here again the green pigment that trap the light is the membrane bound structure, and they are stroma lamella, flood stroma and grana. Means these areas trap light. If these areas trap light, then they will synthesize food. It means we can clearly say that photosynthesis occurs in these parts, means stroma lamella, flood stroma and grana, as they are trap light. And after trapping the light, they uses it to synthesize ATP and NADPH. Clear students? In stroma, enzymatic reactions incorporate CO2. In stroma, In stroma, enzymatic reactions takes place. Enzymatic reactions takes place. It means stroma is the area where enzymatic reactions are occur. It means it reduces the carbon dioxide. It reduces the carbon dioxide CO2 into carbohydrate and stored as starch. So students, here I have told you that some parts of the chloroplast trap light, and after trapping light they uses it for synthesizing food, and the food synthesized in the grana is an enzymatic process, means some enzymes are involved in this, and during the enzymatic process again the carbon dioxide is reduced to carbohydrate. You have studied in class 10 which events takes place during photosynthesis. So here the conversion of carbon dioxide or the reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrate occurs in the stroma. So we can say that stroma have the enzymatic reaction that takes place to reduce carbon dioxide to carbohydrate, and after reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrate it is stored as starch. I think you understand students. I am repeating it again. This is the electron micrographic structure of chloroplast. It has different organelles. Each organelle has different function, and we can see some organelles which contain membrane bound structure and some are non-membrane bound structure. So in membrane bound structure we see that who are membrane bound structure. The membrane bound structure are stroma lamella, fluid stroma and grana. And out of this, what happens? Out of this, some are responsible, means membrane bound systems are responsible for trapping light, and after trapping light they uses it to synthesize ATP and NADPs. And stroma is the area where enzymatic actions occur, and due to enzymatic action the carbon dioxide get reduced into carbohydrate, and again that is stored in the form of starch, or you can say that in the form of sugar. Clear students? So during this process two type of reactions takes place. We can say the two type of reaction, one is your light reaction and another is your dark reaction. So let's see what is light reaction and what is dark reaction. First one is your light reaction. If I ask you what is light reaction, then your answer will be, ma'am, the reaction which takes place in the presence of light. Yes, that is called as light reaction. So how can we write the reaction which takes place in the presence of light? Light is called as light reaction. So we can say in the presence of light, the light reaction occur, and during light reaction means we can say this process is directly driven by light. This process is directly driven by light, and the products means light directly uses here in light reaction, and the products we get are ATP and NADPH. So we can say that it is, or its product is, the product of light reaction is, we can say the product of light reaction is ATP, adenosine triphosphate and NADPH. NADPH means nicotinamide diamide phosphate hydroxylase. So this is adenosine triphosphate, This is known as energy currency of the cell, and this is required by the plant or animals for all type of activities, and this is nicotinamide diamide phosphate hydroxylase. This is the full form of NADPH. It means light reaction that takes place in the presence of light, or we can say light reaction is the process which is directly driven by light, and the products of light reaction is ATP and NADPH. Second one is your dark reaction. Don't think that dark reaction means which takes place in dark, means light is not involved. Remember students, dark reaction means not take place in light. It means the reaction which not directly driven the light but depends on the products of light reaction. Means it is not directly driven by light but this uses the product of or products of light reaction. So here we can see the products of light reaction is ATP and NADPH. So in dark reaction, ATP and NADPH is not formed. They are only used. That is ATP and NADPH is used, and they are taken from where? They are taken from the light reaction. Hence we can say that this should not be taken in darkness but uses the products of light reaction. So students, we will study more about this light reaction and dark reaction when we continue the chapter. This is where does photosynthesis occur, means the area where photosynthesis occur, and the two terms today we know, one is your light reaction and another is your dark reaction. Light reaction which takes place in the presence of light, and dark reaction the reaction which uses the products of light, means the processes they are taking place during the dark reaction. We can say that dark reaction normally takes place in the desert plants, means that uses the products of light reaction. Some other plants also. When we will study about C3 and C4 plants, then we can clearly know that what is the importance of these two reactions, light reaction and dark reaction. The next topic which we will study is pigments involved in the photosynthesis. As we know that the photosynthesis pigment is of different types, means chlorophyll has different types: chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, chlorophyll D and chlorophyll E. But in your NCERT book only 4 pigments are given: A, B, C, D, along with xanthophylls and carotenoids. Out of these, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoids are the major pigments who participate in the process of photosynthesis. Means they have the ability to trap different wavelength of light. So what is the wavelength of light and where does the light come from? As we know, the sun has 7 colors and each color have different wavelength. Like the red light have most, means the wavelength is long, whereas the other color light, means you can say violet, has less. That's why red color also you can see from a long distance. So the chlorophyll trap always light other than green color light. I have also discussed this, why it doesn't trap the green color light, because chlorophyll is green in color and same color repel each other. So exactly that happen in case of plants also. Green colored pigment will not trap green color light, so it trap different color light. So how this process occurred, we will study through graph in our next class. For today, this is all about where does photosynthesis occur, then your light reaction and dark reaction.